The Premier plans to meet with the Police Commissioner tomorrow to address a frightening surge in teenage crime in Hobart's northern suburbs.
Jumping on the service counter, shouting and throwing punches. Video footage shows a disturbance at Glenorchy's Big W department store earlier this month. Locals say scenes like this aren't uncommon.
Most people are just scared to even come to Glenorchy. Whenever you go the main area, it's just out of control. People just fighting.
It's getting a bit out of hand, I think. People have been given a bit of leeway and they've taken too much.
Elwick MLC Beck Thomas says community concerns is rising.
I am aware of 6 specific incidents that have occurred over the last 12 days, some where people are known to people, other incidents where innocent community members have experienced violence and been affected by this behaviour.
The former Glenorchy mayor toured the area with Police Minister Felix Ellis today. She says there's no easy fix, calling for increased police presence and more early intervention programs.
What our research is telling us is that when you have an increase in the non-attendance at school, you will have an increase and a spike in youth crime matters.
When it comes to these matters, community safety is absolutely paramount. And we cannot have people too scared to go shopping.
In a post on social media, the Premier says he's considering all options to lower youth crime. This includes following Queensland's lead and allowing juvenile offenders found guilty of committing serious offences to be tried as adults.
Ideally, we don't want young people in the criminal justice system at all, and we're keen to work with the key stakeholders to explore all strategies to engage young people so that they're not influenced to behave in this way.
Ms Thomas will meet with the Premier and Police Commissioner tomorrow as power brokers try to find answers to a complex problem. Jake Grant
begins now.
Good evening. First tonight, another incident of violent youth crime in Glenorchy has prompted an impassioned plea for action from an upper house independent. Beck Thomas says a growing number of North Hobart residents are feeling unsafe as the Premier weighs up tougher penalties for young offenders.
It was just 2 weeks ago when this daylight brawl between youths inside Glenorchy's Big W store shocked Hobart's northern suburbs. Now, there are new reports of more disturbances at the shopping complex, rattling the community.
Do you feel safe coming to the shopping centre?
No, not really. No.
I've got a 78-year-old grandfather and he doesn't even want to come in here no more. And there's no respect shown, they're just roaming rampant.
It's a problem that's become out of hand, according to local upper house independent Beck Thomas, labelling it a crisis.
As far as I'm aware and what I've been informed by community members, there's been around 6 violent incidences in the last 12 days.
Calling for more police patrols as an immediate priority, which the government has committed to, along with more investment into youth early prevention and intervention services.
We don't want to live in a community where people don't feel safe going out and about.
Though tackling youth crime is a complex task.
I think it's time we had a conversation with the community about what the community expects in terms of how we deal with serious offending by young offenders.
Frontline support providers say they see firsthand the benefits of helping at-risk young people, but say they need more funding.
We see a massive change, not just in behaviours, not just in attitudes, but in how they're being productive within the community.
Following the recent incidents here in Glenorchy, Premier Jeremy Rockcliffe says he's strongly considering adult time for adult crime laws like those in Queensland, which have seen a drop in car thefts and break-and-enters since December.
It's important to be tough on crime and tough on the causes of crime.
We're setting ourselves up to fail when that young person comes back out of detention and continues to commit more crime.
Anthony Dodd,
the Premier says he'll meet with the Police Commissioner tomorrow over growing concerns about a spike in youth crime across Glenorchy. Jeremy Rockcliffe says all options are on the table.
I'm very concerned about this. This is why I'm meeting with the Police Minister and the Police Commissioner tomorrow. We take this very seriously. We will take action. We cannot afford to have Tasmanians too scared to go and do their shopping.
Independent MLC and former Glenorchy Mayor Beck Thomas claims there's been around 6 violent incidents in the past 2 weeks alone.
That's not okay. You know, the significant physical and psychological damage that inflicts on our community short term and into the longer term is really concerning.
We need immediate short-term solutions to actually address some of the existing things that are happening day to day and increasing these violent behaviours, but we also need those long-term programs to get young people back on the straight and narrow.
Tasmania Police says it's keen to explore all strategies to help deter young offenders.